So in our previous video, we already built this home page, explore page, subscription page, library page, history page, or vacillator page. So in this video, I'm going to build our profile page for this, the user. So let's go and try to build our profile page. So let's go in our code editor, and in our component, what I'm going to do is I will create another another component, and which is our profile container. Okay, so profile container, and inside this profile container, what I'm going to do is let's create our profile.js. Okay, so profile.js and profile.css. Okay, so let's write refc, and when we got this, let's click it and save it. Now let's import our css. So import. Oh, sorry for that. We also need this. Now, okay, so it's worked. Now, what I'm going to do is I will just create a profile page. Okay, so let's create our profile page. Previously, we create our profile container. Now we need to create our profile page. Okay, so let's create this. So write a profile page, and inside this profile page, let's create our profile.js too. So let's write a profile.js. So profile.css. CSS. Before that, what I'm going to do is I will just rename this, and I will make it. Wait a minute. Okay, let's write a profile page, and for our CSS, I will do the same thing, which is profile page. So let's write refc. Click it. Now, what I'm going to do is I will just import our profile page container. Okay, so profile container, not profile page container. So let's import profile container. Okay, so now let's write here, it says profile. Now save this, and so what I'm going to do is first let's import our navbar too. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I will just check it out, what are the things we have here. So let's go in our profile first. So this is another page for another user who upload lots of video in their channel. So for them, we need to make this kind of design. So we will make this design first, and after that we will make our about page, and the rest of this container or this page you need to make it by yourself. I will guide you a little bit, but I'm not build the entire profile page, because here we have lots of work. So I want to make this home page or this about page, and the rest of the thing you can do with that knowledge which I will provide you. So let's go and try to build this. So let's import our navbar. So I will also import our sidebar. Now let's write our sidebar. Now let's save this, remove this. Now what I'm going to do is let's go in our app.js and let's copy this and let's write our profile page. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's go here and type profile. Okay, so you can see here our this number or our sidebar working absolutely what we expected and what we need. So let's go in our page and let's give it a div, and I will put this to container into this one div. Now what I'm going to do is let's add a display. Sorry, we did a double p. So display will be flex, and let's try to see. Okay, so you can see here this is we got this. So now what I'm going to do is again let's go in our profile container. Let's delete this, and inside this div I'll create a p tag, and let's add a random text for now. Okay, this is our random text. So let's give it a class name. Okay, so let's give it a class name which is main profile container. Main profile container. Let's save this and go in our profile css and give it a flex which is maybe 4 or 5. Now let's see. Okay, so this is our profile page. Here we have this text in a white color. So let's remove this text. So let's put our actual code. Now let's delete this, save this. So now let's create our two div. First div we have this image and our channel name, and the second div is for our customized channel or manage video type of text. Okay, so let's go in our text editor, and we have already one div here, so I will create another div here. So inside this div first I will add our image. So this is our image URL which I took from YouTube. So you can go there, not a YouTube, but I took from Google. So let's give it a what width first. So let's give it a width which is 70, or actually height would be 70, and let's add border radius 50%. Let's save this and let's go in our profile page. Okay, so we got this image. So before that, what I'm going to do is I will add another div, and inside this div I'm going to add our image. Okay, and let's remove this free space. Okay, or inside this again I'm going to add a div, and let's put this image inside this div. Okay, now it's good. So let's go and add another div. This div is for our channel name or subscribers. So let's add a p tag, and let's give it a channel name which is Cormo. So let's add subscribers, which we have a 0 subscribers. So we have 0 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed this channel, you can subscribe this because we have 0 subscriber, guys. Please support me. So let's save this and go here. Okay, so we got this. Now what I'm gonna do is I will give it a display will be flex, and let's go here and give it a style. So let's give it a width which is 90%, and let's give it a display will be flex. Okay, so let's save this. Okay, so we got this. So let's go in our this div, and inside this div I'm going to add, so we have this customize channel or manage videos button, or I would say yeah, button. So let's go and try to add this. So I will add one div, and inside this div I will add a p tag where we'll write what text we have here. Okay, customize. So let's add serious. We need to give it a capital. Customize channel, and I will copy this and save here. Instead of customize channel, I'm going to use manage videos. Let's save this, and let's go here and sorry for that. Let's go here and give it a display will be flex. So let's see here. Okay, so we got this. Now what I'm going to do is let's go here. Let's go here and maybe justify content will be space between. Align item will be center maybe, and margin auto. Auto. Okay, so okay, but I got a problem here. I don't know why. Okay, so let's go here and give here. Okay, so again we got an error. So let's save this. Okay, so we got this. So now what I'm going to do is let's give it a style, not a class name. So let's give it a style. So our width is 100%, and our background color will has 18 18 18 maybe. Yeah, like it's cool. And let's give it a margin top which would be 20. Okay, not a margin, but we need a padding. Okay, So let's go in our div and give it a style and give it a background color which is has VE. So save this and let's see. Okay, we got this color. Now let's give it a margin, I mean padding top 0 and padding bottom will be 0 and give it a padding left 30, padding right 30. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will literally copy this style. Okay, so let's paste this style here. Okay, now I need to give it a margin left which is 10 or what. Yeah, maybe 10. Yeah, 10 would be enough. I think we need to give it more padding for our left and right, and let's see what it looked like when you do that. Yeah, like it's look pretty cool then 30. So I will change it here too. Okay, so everything is done. So let's go here in our channel name and give it a text. Like change align will be start, and I will copy this and paste it here too. So okay, now it's look pretty cool, lady. So let's give it a front size for our channel name. Okay, so front size 20, and let's see. Okay, so we need to give a margin 12 for this no subscribers. So let's add a margin top for 20 or 22. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so nothing happened. Maybe we need to subtract this. Let's so okay. So let's go here and check it out. So okay, we have a little margin left here for channel name or subscribers. So let's go and let's give it a style for our div. So let's sorry for that. Let's give it a margin left 10 maybe. Okay, 10 would be enough. Okay, so our this page or this component or whatever you want to call this was finished. So let's build our home or videos channel name. So let's build this home videos player channels and about item or UL. Okay, so I forget that because we also need to give it a style for this customize. So let's give it color, which is bold black. So let's add black and front just front weight would be bold. So I will literally copy this CSS and let's go here and paste the same CSS. Okay, so let's go and build this home or whatever navbar it has. So let's format this code and make it a little bit clear. Okay, so after this div, so let's add one div here. Inside this div, I will create another div, and inside this div, I will add our UL and our list. So first is our home. Copy this, paste it 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and delete this home and make our videos. And playlist, channels, and our about. Okay, so let's go here and first let's see. Okay, we didn't see anything here. Okay, so you can see here this is our text. So let's give it a style for our UL, and our display will be flex, and give it a style for this first div, and let's give it a width which is 100%, and our background color. What I'm going to do is I will copy this style, this background color, and paste it here, and let's give it position which is sticky, and let's see first. Okay, so let's give it a padding top which is 20, and let's see. Okay, so now let's give it a style for this a list item. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will give it a class name which is PLFI profile list, and copy this class name and paste it here, and let's give it a list style which is none. We don't need any list style. Okay, so our little dot was disappear, and let's copy this our profile list and give it a style. So our color will be a strictly color, and let's add a margin left 65 pixel, not a pc but pixel, and let's add font size which is a 16 pixel, and our font weight 500, and let's add a margin top which would be minus 20. Okay, subtract 20. Okay, now it's look pretty cool, but I got one problem in our home. So let's give it a calculator, and now let's see. Okay, now it's look pretty, fantastic, fabulous, just like this. So maybe we need to give it a margin for this. So let's give it a margin of 0, and let's see. Okay, nothing happened here. So I'm sorry, because we need to give this margin top, not there but here. Now let's save this. Okay, now it's look cool. So now our this part was finished. So here we need to add our videos. So let's go in our YouTube and let's see. So we need to add these kind of videos in our this page. So I already made this video container here in our subscription page or explore page. So what I'm going to do is I will just copy this our subscription page code and paste in our profile page. Okay, and if you don't watch my previous video where I built this entire clone, so you can go there and you can watch this and build this and come back here. So now let's go in our subscription JS, and here we used our map and we have this fake data. So what I'm going to do is I will just copy this fake data first. Let's go in our profile. Okay, so let's copy this div, and I'm going to paste it here. So I'm going to modify some of the thing here. So our width will be 87%, and our align item will be center, and margin will be auto. And I'm going to copy our CSS file. So let's copy this and let's go in our profile.css and let's paste this here. So let's see what it look like. Okay, so you can see here this is our profile page, and our profile page was completed. So now let's start to work towards our search page. So in order to create our search page, let's create our first component, which is search component. Okay, so right, search container. Inside the search container, let's add container.js. So let's add ifc, save this. Now I'm going to create our search page. So let's create our search page. Now let's create our search page .js and search page .css. So now what I'm going to do is I'll just copy my this code from our subscription page, and I will paste this here, and let's change this and make it search page. Save this, and I'm going to remove this, and let's remove this, and let's import our search page, not search page but search container. Okay, so yeah, like search container. So let's go here and import this, import search container, and let's make it capital letter, and let's remove this. Now save this. Now what I'm going to do is I will just go in our app.js. I'll copy this and let's paste it here, and instead of was letter page, let's create our search and add our search page. Now let's go here. Okay, so we got a problem, which is subscriptions page.css. So let's go in our search page. So here we have a problem. Instead of this subscription, we need to add a search page. Now save this and let's go here. Okay, it doesn't contain match correct name. Okay, so we need this page p in a small letter. Now maybe it's worked. Yeah, so let's add a search. Okay, so let's go in our search container. Let's give it a class name, and our class name will be main search container. Let's save this. So now I'm going to add a css, which is search container dot css. So let's import our css, import search, sorry for that, search container dot css. Let's save this. Let's go here and give it a flex, which is 5. Now save this and let's go here. Okay, now it's worked. So let's start working towards our search container. So let's create a one div first, and inside this div I'll create a two div, a one div, two div. So let's give it a class name, which is blank blank div, and let's give it a class name which is search container div. So let's copy this and let's go in our search container css, then let's copy this and your display will be one, and our background color will be, right now I will give a random color. Okay, so let's say it worked or not, then we'll give it its a real color. So let's give it a flex will be one, and our background color will be this. Okay, so I got a problem which is search container. We already declare our search container, so let's put our next name which is search container b, and let's write search container b. Yep. So now I'll give it a style. So let's give it our display will be flex. Okay, display will be flex. Let's give it a text because we didn't see any, anything here. Let's I will add random text. Okay, so the problem was I need to also add our width or height here. So let's add our height with the which is 94% maybe. Let's give it 94%, and I will just copy this and paste it here, and let's see it worked or not. Okay, we can clearly say it wouldn't work out because we need to give it VH, not a percentage. That's my mistake. Okay, now you can see here we have this little bang, mm, you know, little white color. So in order to, replace this, let's give it 3.93.9%, or I'll add the same 93.5%. Maybe we need to give it 5. Yeah, like, okay, now it's look okay. So let's remove this text from here. So I will add the color here, real black color. Okay, now it's look pretty cool. Cool. Let's remove this body. Okay, so now in order to create our search container, what I'm gonna do is I need to, add a div first. Let's give it a div. Sorry for that. I did. Let's go here and add our image. So this is our image. I took this image from somewhere. I don't know the website name. So let's give it a width which is maybe 140, and I will give it height which is maybe 160. Now let's go here and see. Okay, so we got this image. Now Let's put our one div here. Inside this div, I will add our, you know, text, which is our title name. So I will add our random text here. So this is my random text. Let's save this. And so let's check it out. Okay, so this is our random text. So what I'm gonna do is I will just give it a style. Right now I'm going to give it a display will be flex. That's it, nothing more. Yeah, like okay. Maybe our flex is more for this blank div, so I will give it 0.6. And let's go back here. Now what I'm gonna do is I will just add this views or our date. Okay, so let's create another div here, and inside this div I'm going to add our views tag or views text. Okay, so views would be 30 millions views. It's not a big number. Maybe I will reach this views number someday in my YouTube channel. So our date would be 6 hours ago. Okay, now give it a style, and our display will be, you already know, which is flex. Now let's go here. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I will just go in our title here and give it a margin top would be 0, and let's give it a margin top, also margin top, which is minus, sorry for that, minus 10, minus 10. And oh my god, we just did a wrong thing. We need to add margin top 10. Yeah, like maybe 20, 10 is not enough, so I will just put it 20. Yeah, 20 would be enough. So margin top 0 for this, and I also add uh margin top 0 for this, I mean 10 for this, under 10, minus 10. We need a minus 10, guys. Subtract 10, subtract 10. So now, not a 0, but we need to subtract and give it 3. Sorry for that. Yeah, like okay, so okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I will just add minus 30, and let's say minus 30 would be enough. So minus 30 is more for this, so maybe minus 23 would be enough. Maybe, I don't know about that. So okay, it's worked. Now let's go here and give it a style. So we need to decrease our font size, so let's give it a font size which is 11 pixel. Save this, and I will just copy this style. I will just copy this style and paste it here, and let's see. Okay, so now now 23 would be more for this, so let's add 18. Yeah, like okay, Now I need to add this descriptions here. Okay, so let's add a p tag where I need to add descriptions. So let's go here and try to give it a style. So our style will be margin top, margin, not a margin top, but front size first. So let's add a front size which is 11 pixel, and let's see. Oh my god, that was big trouble for me. So what I need to do is I need to give a line, a text align. Okay, so text align will be star. Yeah, like, and I also need to give it here. So text align would be star. So let's go here and see this. Okay, so we need to give it a margin. Okay, like width. Okay, so let's give it a width, which is maybe 100. Let's check it out. Okay, 100 is not enough. So what I need to do is I need to give it 330. Yeah, like 330 would be enough, maybe. Yeah, or maybe not. Like, let's give it a 400. Okay, so 430 would be enough. Like, yeah, like that's enough. So I will just copy this width, and where is our title text? Here is it. So okay, so I will just delete some of the text from here because we have you just see here it's look ugly because of the this long text. So let's remove some of the text from here. What the hell is that? Okay, let's save this. Yeah, like that's enough. Let's go here. Oh my god, I just missed out one thing, which is our channel name. So we need to put our channel name. So in order to put our channel name, let's add one div, and here we need to add image, and here we need to add a p tag, our channel name, code, mo. I don't know which channel is this, but so let's copy this our image link, and I will just paste it here. Now what I'm gonna do is I will just copy this style, and let's edit this style here. So we don't need this 100 220. I don't need this. So let's add a border radius which is 50%. Okay, so let's for now let's give it a display will be flex. Okay, so then we'll go and try to see what are the mistake we did. So let's go here. So you can see here our image height is more, so we need to decrease this image height, not height. So yeah, like 10 would be enough. What? Nothing happened? Maybe I didn't save this, or what the hell is that? Sorry for that. Oh my god, I did a spelling mistake here, so I need to improve this spelling. Yeah, like, okay. Now let's give it a 5, okay? Let's give it a 30. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I will just give it align item. Align item will be center. Now save this. Okay, so let's go here and give it a style. and we need to give a margin left. Okay, so let's give it a margin left, left left 10. Yeah, like 10 would be enough. So let's see our image is good. So let's give it a margin top. Okay, so let's give it a margin top, which is 10 minus, let's give it a subtract 10. Yeah, like, okay, so I'll just copy this and let's paste it here and let's see. Okay, so 10 is more for that, so let's add 6. Yeah, like, okay, 6 would be enough. So maybe we need to decrease this image height. So let's go, and instead of 160 I will add 150. Yeah, like, okay, like 160 is not enough, so yeah, like 140 would be enough. So what I am going to do is I will just I will just copy this and paste it here. Okay, so our search page was finished. Did I have something we missed? Yeah, like we have this icon or this filters text. So yeah, like we have this line here. So we also need to give it. Oh my God, I missed the big thing, which is this you know timeline for our videos. So we also need to give it. So let's go, and first I will add our, let's give it a div, and inside this div I'm going to use a p tag, and let's write, what was the text spelling? I'm really weak in writing spelling, so just forgive me, guys. So just write filters. So now we need to go in our, so let's give it a style. So text align, start, and let's see. Okay, so we need this icon, but I didn't find out in our material UI. So if you can find this material UI icon, you can just apply this in our filter. But I didn't find out this in our material icon, so that's our story here. So I just write a filter text. That's it. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I will just add our video length. Okay, I will need. Okay, I will add a video length here. So now our search space was okay, so we got this problem. So let's add another container here and check it out it work or not. So let's copy this and I will paste this more. Okay, so now let's say okay, now everything is good. So our search container or search page was finished. So let's start working towards our video player. Okay, so now let's start working towards our video player container. Okay, so let's go in our component and let's create a video player container, and inside this let's create our video player container.js. So okay, now let's go here and write our rfc. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is let's close this and let's go in our pages and let's create our video player page. Okay, so video player player page. Inside this, let's create our JS file, which is video player page.js. Now let's write refc here. Let's save this, and inside this, what I'm gonna do is first we need to import our navbar here. Navbar. Let's save this, and so now what I'm gonna do is let's import our video player container. Okay, so let's close this, save this. Let's go in our app.js and let's copy this and paste it here, and let's write a video slash player slash our id. Yeah, now let's give it video player page. Yeah, like okay, now let's go here and write our video player, not that. sorry for that. Yeah, like it worked. So now let's go in our video player container and give it a style or whatever it need to make it, cool. So here, let's give it a class name first. So our class name will be video player container. So now let's create our video player container CSS. So I'm going to import this. Let's import video player container. So our C is a small letter. Okay, so we got a problem. Let's go here, and what it says is okay. Video player container.js. Let's give it a CSS. Okay, it worked. Now let's copy this, go here, and give it a flex, which is 5. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is we have this blank, space here. So for that, what I'm gonna do is I'll create a one div, this div for our blank container. Let's give it a class name, and our class name will be blank container. Save this. Let's go here, and before that I will create another div. This div is for our video player, so let's add video player, sorry for that, video player, and I will add another div. This div is for our video container part. Okay, so let's give it a class name and give it a, sorry for that, class name and video container part. Okay, so now let's copy this blank container. Let's go here and give it a flex, which is 0.6, and let's, oh sorry for that, and let's give it a background color, which is black, or let's give it RGB color. Let's save this, and now let's go here and give it a display will be flex. Okay, so copy this video player. I'm also going to style this, so give it a flex, which is 3.7, and our background color, which is a black again. Now next is, let's go here, video container part. So let's copy this, save, sorry for that, save this, and let's give it a flex, which is 2, and background color will be black. Let's save this and let's go here, Okay, so let's go here and try to add some text to the p tag. This is our random text. I just write this for our testing purpose. So you can see here, this is our background color. We can see this background color clearly. So let's go and try to code our video container or video player, not a video container, but video player. So let's remove this random text, and instead of our random text, what I'm going to do is I will just add our videos, and let's add our controller. Controller, yeah. So let's save this and let's figure out it worked or not. Okay, you can see here our video, you know, video player appear here. So we need to give a little bit style here. So let's give it style. So our width will be 100%. Our HIGST height will be 66 VH, and our margin top will be maybe 30 or 20. 30. Let's go here. Okay, now it's cool. And this is perfect. So we got this space because we add a margin top 30. Because of this, we got uh, this space from upper side. So yeah. So now I will add our description, or I mean, not a description, but our title for our videos. So this title is long, so let's cut this from here. Let's delete this. Okay, so now let's give it a style for our text. So our text line align will be start. So let's go and see. Okay, we got this. So let's give it a font size. Okay, so I don't know which font size would be enough for that, so let's add 18 pixel maybe. Yeah, like 18 pixel would be enough. So let's add our div, and inside this div, what I'm gonna do is I will add our views, which is I need to add this views or this date. So for that, we create the div, and inside this div, let's create a p tag. So in this p tag, we need to add this amount of views we got in this videos. Someday I will get that much of views in my videos, guys. So now I will add another p tag, and into this p tag I will add our date, which is DC for 2000. Yeah, let's go here and okay. So now let's give it a style. So our margin, before margin, let's add our display will be flex. Okay, so display will be flex. Let's see. Okay, so we need to give it margin top. So let's give it a margin top. or margin button, whatever you want to do. So I will give a margin top which is subtract 20. Yeah, like that much of space would be enough. Let's see. Yeah, like that much of space would be enough. So you can see here this little dot here. So we need to also make this little dot, and here we have this which text is this? I don't know about that. So yeah, like let's give it here. Okay. So let's create our span. Okay, span span. So let's give it a style. Give it a width which is 10 pixel. Let's give it a height. Height would be for VH maybe? I don't know. So let's give it background color. Color which is AAA. I don't know. Let's go here. Okay, so we got this. So this height is more. So we need to decrease this height. So let's give it a 1. And instead of 2, I will add 2. Okay. So not a 2, but let's add a 5 or 6. And we need to decrease this height, which is 0.5, or this would be 4. And let's give it a border radius, which is 50%. Okay, so let's give it a margin top. Okay, so margin top will be 20. Okay, maybe 22 or 23 something. Okay, now let's give it a margin left. Okay, so let's give it a margin left which is 4, and let's give it a margin right which is 4. Okay, so maybe margin right would be 2, or 2 is not enough. So let's give it a 0, and let's see what it looked like. Yeah, like it's look pretty cool. So maybe we have more width, so we need to decrease this width into 2, and instead of 0.5, I will add 0.3 or 0.2. Okay, 0.2. Okay, now, oh my god, it's weird. So sorry for that. I will increase this, and let's give it a 3. Okay, now it's look pretty cool now. Okay, so now what do we need to do? So we need to add this like button, dislike button, or share, clips, save, or all of these things. So let's go and try to give it all or everything. So let's give it a div. Inside this div, I'm going to add another div. So let's give it a icon. So We need a material icon, so let's add I already installed this material UI icon, so you can go there and install. I already teach you in our previous video how to do that thing. So let's give it a p tag again, and in this p tag I'm going to add our like numbers. Okay, so right now 10 likes. So let's give it a style. Before that, let's see. Okay, sorry for that. Let's see it worked or not. So I cannot see our icon, so let's give it a color first. For that, let's give it a style, and our color will be white. Let's go. Okay, so we got this. So let's go here and give it a style, and our display will be flex. Okay, so let's give it a align item. Align items will be center. Let's see. Okay, so now I need this like button in our right side. So let's give it little bit style in this div. So let's give it style. So let's give it a margin left, which is maybe 59%. And let's give it a flex wrap, which is wrap. Okay, now what I am going to do is I will just copy this and paste it here, and we need to remove this dislike counter, and let's give it a thumb down outline. So let's save this. Okay, so again we need to give it a display, will be flex here, display flex. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's go in our this div and let's give it a margin, not in this div, in this div. So let's give it a margin left, which is 24. So okay, it would be enough. So now what I'm going to do is I will just copy this for more than 3 times. But before that, let's see, we have this text. So let's go here and give it a p tag and write a dislike. Okay, let's copy this and paste 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. 3 time would be enough or not. Let's take it out 1 2 3 4. Okay, we need a 4 time. So this is our file. Okay, so now what we have here is our share button. Okay, not a share button but share text. Okay, so this is our dislike. Okay, I need to change this. So now let's change this and let's give it replay. add yes, let's say our here. Let's go here. Okay, now we need a clip, which is clip clip. Another is, let's save this. Let's go here, share clip and save. Okay, yes, AV save. Now let's save this and let's go here. Okay, this is our save, and let's remove this text because we don't need this, and add a more. Okay, so let's go here, let's remove this and add more origin. I don't know why it would. Okay, now. Okay, so everything is done. So I will remove this 5 and I will write a 4. Okay, now it's look pretty cool. So let's go in our clip. Yeah, that. Yeah, so give it a content cut outlined. So let's save this. Let's go here. Yeah, like okay. So we need to give this icon for our save. So let's go and add this icon. So let's remove this and add a playlist add. Okay, so add. Save this. Still we got a problem, which is playlist add is not defined. So let's go in our top and let's see. But let's give it again. The list add check. Okay, we don't need this. So let's change this and add this. Okay, now everything is done here. So now let's go here and so now let's create our this channel logo, channel name, subscribers, descriptions, or channel button. Okay, like not a channel button but this subscribed button. Okay, so let's go and try to add this. So after that, let's go here. Okay, before that I need to add a HR here because you can see here this little line. So we also need this little line here too. So this is our line. Yeah, so now it worked, or it absolutely worked fantastically. So let's try to do other things. So let's create our first div, and so inside this div I will create another two div. So this is one div for our first div, this is our second div. So now in our first div I will add our image. So this is our image hero, which I took from YouTube. So you can go there and pick any image you want. So let's give it a style. So let's give it a width, which is 40, and HRG height, which is 40 again, and our border radius, which is maybe 50, not maybe, yeah, it obvious 50. Okay, now let's create our another div, and inside this div I'm going to add our channel name, which is codemo codemo, and I will add another p tag, and into this p tag I'm going to add our subscriber, which is on 19 million, not views but subscribers. Subscribers. Okay, so let's give it a style and give it a text align will be start. Let's save this and let's go here. Okay, so you can see here, this is our channel logo, this is our channel name or views. So now let's go in this div and give it a style. So our display will be, what the hell, flex. And let's see, okay, it worked. So let's give it a style for this subscribers tag or subscriber text. So our margin top, -10, and our font size will be 11 pixel. Okay, so let's write our margin top, which is 8, and let's say, okay, now it's look pretty cool. So this is our div, and inside this div I will create another div, and now I will add a p tag, and let's add a subscribe, and let's give it a style. So let's give it a background color, which is red, and our, so let's save this and let's go here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, let's go here and give it a style. So our display will be flex, and justify content, justify, not FLY, but FY, justify content, space between. Now save this, go here. Okay, if I remove this, let's see, okay, subscribe. So let's give it a style for this button. So let's add first border radius, which is 1, or let's say 1 pixel, and padding top JPin1, button button will be JPin1 again. So let's see. Okay, so let's give it so now let's give it another margin left 140. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. So maybe we need to give a more border radius, so let's give it 2. Yeah, like 2 would be enough now. Okay, so we need this descriptions or this so more. So let's add this description or so more. So let's go here. So let's add a p tag and let's give it a low rem, which is random text. Okay, so let's give it a style. Our width will be 600. Text align will be starred, and our margin left will be 40 or 40. Okay, now it's look same as here. You can see here and here. So our page is look like similar. So let's add another p tag. Sorry for that. P tag. Now let's add a so more and save this, and let's sorry for that. So let's give it a style again. So first let's add a color which is AAA. Okay, so our text align would be star. Let's give it a margin left 40. Okay, so I will add a cursor will be pointer here. Cursor will be pointer. So I'll just copy this cursor pointer and paste it here. Okay, so I need to also give it a pointer cursor pointer in our like or dislike button tool. So let's go. So let's add a cursor pointer and let's see. Okay, so let's give it here cursor pointer. Now cursor pointer, let's give it a cursor pointer. Now everything was done. So now let's create our this comment section. Okay, so let's create our comment section. So let's remove this space from here, and let's create a one div here. So now I will add another div. Sorry for that. So let's add another div. Inside this div I will add our p tag, which is comments. So let's add a zero comment. So I will add another div, and inside this div I will put my icon, which is this icon. Okay. Oh, so what I did wrong here, and let's shift this into upper side. And now let's see. Okay, it worked. So here I will add our sword icon. So maybe sword. Okay, let's add a p tag, and our name is sword by. So let's go here and give it a style. What the hell is that? Style. So our display will be flex. Align items. Align item will be center. Now let's go here and check it out. Okay, so let's add a color here. So let's give it a style for this, and our color will be white. Okay, so now let's give it a style, and our text align align start. So let's give it style here, and our display will be flex. Okay, so let's give it a margin. Do I need a margin? I don't think so. Okay, so we forget to give a yachar or this little line here. So we need to give this little line here. Okay, so let's go, and after this I will add a hr, and let's save this, and let's see here. Okay, margin. Okay, so let's remove this, and let's go here. Okay, so we got this. So let's add a margin left, which is 10. 10 is not enough, so let's add a 20. Yeah, like 20 is not enough, so let's give it 30 or 35. Yeah, like that would be enough. So now I will add this icon or our text input. Okay, so let's go in our text editor or code editor. Let's Now let's create our div again, and inside this div I'll put my image. So I literally copied this style and I'll paste it here. So let's give it an input, and oh sorry for that, let's give it input and our button. Let's add a submit. So let's give it a style, sorry for that. So let's give it a style in our input. So width will be 80%. Our height will be 5 years. So let's say okay. So let's add a background color. Background color will be black, and our color will be white, and our border will be none. Let's save this. Okay. Now let's give it a style for our button. So let's give it padding top 5, padding UTTOM bottom will be 5, padding left to left will be 20, and right 20. So let's save this. Okay. So let's give it a cursor. Cursor will be pointer. Background color will be 30 0 30 0 30 30 0 30 0. Now let's save this and let's see. Okay, so our color will be white. Okay, maybe white or not, let's check our color. Yeah, like okay, white. So our color will be white or smoke white. Yeah, like that's good. So let's style this div. I will zoom it out. So our display will be flex again, and align items will be center. Okay, so everything is done now. So let's go in our input and give it a placeholder, and write COMMENTS comments. Okay, so let's give it a margin left. Left will be 10. Not here, so let's give it here. Okay, so margin left will be 10. Yeah, like okay. So let's format our code. Okay, so let's see what are the works we have. So now we have these comments here. So I need to add this comment into this web page. So let's try to add these. Let's remove this. So let's add a HR here and save it. Okay, so we got this line here. So now everything is worked. So I will create another div here. Inside this div, I will add our image. So I will copy this image. So let's copy this image. So let's save this. Let's go here. Okay, so we got this image. So here we have this text, which is our channel name or years. So let's go and do this. So let's add our div, and inside this div I will add a p tag, and into this p tag I will add our channel name, which is codemo. I will add another p tag, which is basically a date. So 4 days ago. Now save this. So let's format this code. So let's format this code. Okay, so maybe I need to add another div here. So let's add a div, and I will wrap this. Okay, let's format this. Yeah, like okay. Let's save this. Okay, so I will add another p tag, which is our comment. So this comment is so long, so let's remove this, and let's go here. So let's give it a style. So our display will be flex, and our align items will be center. Okay, so now let's check it. Okay, so let's go in this div and give it a style here again. So again, let's give it a display will be flex, and let's save this. Okay, so let's give it a margin top for our this logo. So margin top, so is 20, maybe not. So let's give it 30, but minus 30. uh yeah, like 35 would be, or 36 would be enough. Or let's give it 40. Okay, okay, so let's give it a style here. So margin left, it says 14. So let's see. Okay. 14 is more for this, so let's add 7. So let's see. Okay, so let's give it a style for our comment. So our margin top would be 0. Okay, I will add another div here, and inside this div I will add another div. Here we need to add, so here I try to add this like or dislike or reply. So let's go and add our, you know, thumbs up, and let's add a p tag. What the hell, p tag? So let's add a 0. So let's give it our display will be flex, and align align items will be center. So let's go here, and our color will be white. Okay, so I will just copy this and paste it here, and let's change our icon, which is thumbnail down outline. Let's remove this count. Okay, so let's give it a style and give it display will be flex. So display will be flex. Okay, let's see. So let's give it a margin left, which is 12. Okay, after that let's add a p tag and write reply, and give it a style for this again, and let's give it a margin left, which is 6, and see also cursor will be pointer. Now let's save this. Okay, so maybe margin left 6 is not enough, so let's add margin left 10. Okay, so we need to add a little bit margin top. Okay, or let's give it align item. Okay, so align item will be center. Now let's save this. Okay, nothing happened. So let's give it a margin top, which is uh, Okay, now everything is done. Our comment is done. So okay, so we got this problem here. So let's fix this problem. So maybe to increase this on top, which is 60. Okay, so now everything is done. So our comment was done. So we can write this comment. Okay, now everything is done. So now everything is done for this page. So let's build our this video container page. Okay, so let's add a video container page. So let's add our div. Inside this div, I will create another div. Sorry for that. Let's create another div, and inside this I will add our image. So this is our image URL which I took from YouTube, so you can go there and pick any image you want. So let's give it a style, and our width will be 200, height would be 100. Okay, so I need to give a margin top here, so let's go here and give it a style, margin top, which is 30, and let's add a margin top 30. Okay, now cool. Maybe I need to add a more height for this, so let's add 120. 120 is more for this, so yeah, like that would be enough. So inside this, so after that I will add another div. Inside this I will add p tag. So this is our title, low rem, sorry for that, low rem. So let's delete that amount of text from here, and let's save this, and let's give it a style, which is text align would be star. So let's give it a width, which is 140, and let's give it a margin top would be 0. So let's save this and see. Okay, so let's go here and give it a style. So our display will be flex. Okay, and our margin left will be 6. Okay, now let's see here. Now we have this channel name, so let's add a channel name which is codemo, and give it a little bit of style here. So text line would be star, color will be AAA, maybe. Let's go here, yeah. So after that, I will add another div, and inside this div I'm going to add our views. I'm going to add our this views or date. Okay, so let's add a p tag. Our views 30 million views on the p tag. 2 years ago. So now let's give it a style. Display will be flex, align items will be center. Okay, so let's give it a style. Front size would be 11 pixel. Save this. And let's add a color, which is AAA color. So let's copy this color and paste it here too. So let's see. Okay, maybe 11 would be enough. Not, yeah, like it's okay. So let's give it a margin top, which is -20, and let's go here and add a margin top 5. Okay, so not 5. Let's add a 10. Maybe -10. Okay, now it looks pretty cool. So I need to increase this width. So instead of 240, I will add a 260. And oh, sorry for that. Okay, 160, 255. Okay, so let's see, 255. Okay, now what I'm going to do is let's give it a display will be flex. Okay, and let's give it a margin top 10. So let's copy this and paste it here. 1 2 3. So let's save this. Okay, so what I did wrong is, so let's go back. Okay, so I mistakenly add this display flex, so sorry for that. So let's remove this. Okay, okay, now it works perfectly. Okay, so everything is done. So let's copy this more time. Oh, sorry for that again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So let's save this. Okay, so our video player container is almost done. So we need to add some logic here in order to like or dislike our videos. or yeah. So let's try to build our like or dislike functionalities. So let's go in our code editor. So let's go in top of that. Now let's use state. So first is like, and let's write set like use state. So this is our thumbnail. So I will just copy and paste it here, and instead of writing our you know this icon here, I will write a like here, and let's see. Okay, so it worked. So for our dislike, we need to do the same thing. So instead of like, I will add dislike, and dislike, yeah, like so. Let's copy this and paste it here. Sorry, paste it here, and let's copy this and paste this here. So now let's see. Okay, it worked. So now let's write our logic. Okay, but before that, I also need to write const unit count and set count, and our use state and 0. Okay, so now I will wrap this like into this div. Okay, so let's so what I need to do is let's add on click, not on. So let's write on click. So handle like. Let's remove this space, and let's add a div. Do the same thing here. Right on click, handle dislike. So let's copy this, and I'll do the same thing for our, where is it? Okay, handle dislike too. So write const handle dislike function. Okay, so let's write if thumb of alt outline, or dislike is called to, it's called to thumb down. Then you need to do this task, which is set like thumb up, and our set dislike would be thumb down alt outlined. Then we need to count our like and dislikes, so let's add set count, which is a count plus 1. And else what we need to do is set like would be a thumb up, alt outline, and our count will be count minus one. So that's it. So that's the logic for our handle like. So I will put the same logic in our dislike function too. So let's go and add the same functions here too. So now our like or dislike work absolutely fine. So I'm going to count our like or dislike. So let's do it. So I got a problem in our dislike button. So when we click it, it's going minus one, minus two. So let's fix this problem. So here I will add our dislike counter. So let's create this. When we click dislike, one time we click it work and other time it wouldn't work. So maybe I did some mistake in our handle dislike. So let's go and see what I did a mistake there. Okay, so I did a mistake in our else section, which is we need to add a set dislike thumb down alt outline. So let's do it. So now it worked perfectly. So yeah, so our like and dislike button work absolutely fine. So let's go and build this comment. Like when I write cool, and if I click this button, it immediately show my this comment. So we need to add this functionality here too. When I type something and when I clicked, nothing was happen. So we need to do something for that. So let's go and try to build this. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do is first, first I will create our comment, comments, and set comments, and we need to make it an array. Now let's give it a title, which is comment title. Set title, baby title. title. So this is our string. Okay, we missed something. I need to also add a use state here. Yeah, like okay. Use state. Okay, now at work. I mean, so now what I'm going to do is let's create our const add show yum 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 comment. Let's make it a function. Now inside this, I'll declare comment. Okay, so let's give it a name which is comment. Inside this, what I'm going to do is I will just create my fake API. Like I try to create a fake API. Okay, so this is our fake API, which means when we try to give a comment here, or if I want to comment in this video, I need to have my user ID. Then this title mean this text. Title mean this text, and we need to add a username here. This is our username. We need to add date, and that's it. So let's do it. So this is our ID, which is let's give it ID. Let you can give it a random thing. Random text. Okay, this is our ID. After that, we need a user. So this is our user. So yeah, this is our user. Let's remove this white space. Now let's give it a username. Username, and our username would be Codmo. Codmo, and let's give it comment. Okay, so which means this is our title. I mean, so comment would be this is the the best. I don't know what to write after that. So now I will add our date. Okay, so let's add. Sorry for that. So date, which is 2021. Okay, now everything is done. So what I'm going to do is I will give it set comment. After that, after that, I will going to copy this comment here. Then I will concat with this comment. Okay, so let's go in our the submit button for our comments. So where is it? So let's find our button. I mean submit button. Okay, here is it. So what I'm going to do is I will just write on click, and let's give add comment. Not add comment, but the only handle submit com. Okay, let's copy this. Go in our top, and let's do this. Now give it e dot prevent default. Prevent default. And after that, add comment functions. So we need to do a console.log and write this comments. Now let's refresh this. Okay, so write this and submit. So you can see here we got this comment, and if I click this, okay, so we have two comment. So what I'm going to do is I will just copy this, go in our comment sections. Where is our comment? Okay, here on chains. Okay, on chains. Now let's give it a functions, and let's paste this our shit title, and e dot target dot value. Now let's save this. Go here and remove this comment. So write our title here. Sorry for that. Title. Now save this. So again, refresh this and give this is best video. So you can see here, this is our comment. And yeah, so I'll change this and write something else. Cool. If I submit this, so we have a two array. Second is cool. Now it worked, man, it worked. So again, I would explain what happened here. We have these functions which is a set add comment, and inside this we have this comment where our user put their text, they have username, all of this thing, and this is our array. Whenever you submit a comment, you submit one comment or two comment, we concat it and put it in an array. Okay, so whenever you add a comment, it convert it and give you this array. So let's go and copy this comment here. Copy this comment, and after that, let's give it a comment dot map. We will use map, and let's add item. So now I'll just cut it here, and maybe here is our endpoint, and let's remove this space. So what I'm going to do is, instead of this text, I will add this user name here. Okay, and this is our comment here. So I will delete this, and I will add item dot title. So what else we have here? Okay, right now we'll do this. Okay, so let's see it worked or not. Okay, so we don't get this title here. Okay, so this name is not a title. This name is a comment. So maybe you can see here. Oh yeah, you can see here. So if I refresh this and write something here, this is cool video about YouTube clone. So let's submit this. Okay, so let's submit this. Okay, so you got this comment here, and if I add more, you can see here we get another. And here we got a problem because our right now our ID is same, because we use this fake ID, which is fake API. So that's the reasons why it shows us this error. When we use API and then we'll try to do this, it wouldn't show us this error. So yeah, let's cut this. Again, let's write. Okay, now everything's done. I hope you understand, and you can do that. You can do the same thing with this reply. You can add this, input kind of thing here in a comment. Then you also add this comment, and I already show you how to like a video or dislike a video. So you can use the same code, you can use the same logic here. You can make a like or dislike here too, and you can build a reply functions using this comment, how we write this text, how we send this comment you can do the same thing with this reply. So this is your homework. You can do by yourself. So everything is worked here. Oh yeah, one thing I missed here, which is it's I will show you after opening console. Okay, so let's go in our console. So this is our comment. We have three comment here. So we also need to, count this comment here. You can see here it shows 0 comments. So let's change this. Where is this comment kind of thing? Yeah, here it is. So what I'm gonna do is let's write a comment dot length. Now let's save this and let's see here. Yeah, it's a 3 comment. And if I give it random text and if I submit this, you can see here automatically it refreshes or it shows we have a 4 comment, not a 3. And you can see here this is our 4 comment. So yeah, everything is done. So let's go in our component, and inside this I will create our video, sorry for that, video upload component. And inside this video upload component I'm going to create our model first. Okay, so this is model.js and I will give it model.css. Okay, so model.css. So let's write refc, save this, and import our css here. Import sorry for that, yum model model dot css. Okay, I hope it worked. So now let's remove this, and so right now I'm going to add a random text. Okay, lorem. So let's go to our page, and inside this page I will create our video upload page. And inside this let's create our video upload page.css. Oh, sorry for that, because we don't need a css, we need a js file. It's js. So let's write ifc, and inside this I'm going to import our model. This is our model, so let's import it. Import model from model. So let's go in our js file. So let's copy this and let's remove this id or player, and instead of that I'm going to add upload. Okay, so upload. So let's delete this, and what I'm going to do is let's add our video page, not page, sorry for that, video upload page. Let's save this. I hope it worked. So let's copy this, and okay, so okay, let's paste this. We didn't have any text. Okay, so this is our text. So we finally got this, so our component is working absolutely fine. So let's remove this p tag from here. So let's remove this, save this. So let's give it a class name for this div. So our class name will be model background, and inside this I will add another div, and let's give it a class name, and our class name will be model, sorry for that, model container. Let's save this. So inside this I'm going to add another div, which is our let's give it a class name, and our class name will be title close btn. So let's save this, and inside this I'm going to add our p tag, and let's write upload video. So let's add a button, which is I will give a capital X. So for now let's save this, and I'm going to style this. So let's go in our css. So let's give it a width, which is 100 vw, not vh, W, and our height will be 100 VH, and our background color, which is pure black, and our positions will be fixed. If not a flex, of IX is fixed. So our display will be flex, and our justify content will be space between, and align item will be center. Sorry for that, center. Now let's save this and let's go not here, here. So let's copy this model container, and let's go here and give it a style for this. So our width will be 54 VW, height will be 600 pixel maybe, border radius which is 12 pixel, background color star 282828. So let's save this, and our display will be flex. Flex directions will be column, and padding will be 25 pixel. Okay, so let's save this and let's go here. So we need to shift this container into the middle of the space. So let's try to do that thing. So I did a mistake here. We need to add a center, not a justify content center. Okay, now it worked. So let's delete this first and let's go here. So now I'm going to display flex for this. Okay, so let's copy our title close btn, and our display will be flex, align item will be center, and margin top will be 10 pixel. So let's see. Okay, so now, sorry for that, so now let's add a justify content will be space between. Okay, now you can see here this is our, so it worked absolutely fine. So now let's copy this and let's add button, because we need to give a style for our this crush button. So let's go here and give it a background color which is transparent, and okay, and I'm going to do a border will be none, front size will be 25 pixel, and what else we have to do? Yeah, a cursor will be pointer. So let's save this, and okay, now I need to change this text size. So let's go in our button, let's go here, and our color, oh sorry for that, color will be white. Now let's see. Okay, now it looks pretty cool. So now what we need to do here is, so now I'm going to add this icon or this circle, and after this div, so let's create our one div here. Inside this div I'll add upload icon icon. So let's import upload icon from @ slash upload. So let's save this. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so we got this little icon. So let's go and give it a style. First I'm going to style this div, so let's give it a style. Background color which is black, width will be 120, our GST height would be 120, and ALI align items ITEM items will be center, and margin top 130 maybe. Let's go here. Okay, so I don't know why I got a problem here, which is okay. So my spelling was wrong here. So background color. So let's save this and go here. I don't know why. So maybe we need to give our margin will be AUT auto. Yeah, so we got this image in our center. Okay, so I again forget to add D here. So you can see here, this is our, a circle. Right now it is not a circle, so I'm going to add a border radius, which is 50%. So let's go here. Okay, so I'm going to, give a little bit color in our this icon. So let's add a color, which is AAA. Margin top would be 40. So let's save this and let's go here. Okay, now it looked pretty cool, and now maybe it looked perfect. So okay, so I need to change this background color because the background color is not exactly black. So let's select this background color, but not from here. So let's select this background color, and instead of black, I'm going to add this background color. Now let's see. Okay, now it looks pretty cool. So let's refresh this for now, and okay, so continue to studio. Okay, so now it looked pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I will add this text or this select button. Okay, so let's go in our code. Let's add our, p tag, where I will just copy this text from here, not this, and I'm going to add another p tag, another here p tag, and inside this p tag again I will copy this and paste it here. Now let's save this and let's go here. Okay, so we got this text. So we need to style this text. So let's give it a style. First, I'm going to add our width, which is 55 VW maybe. Align items will be center. Margin, sorry for that. Margin auto. So for now, let's see what it looks like when you do that. Okay, so I'll add a margin top, which is minus 120 or 30. I know. Oh yeah, 129 would be enough. So I will just copy the same style from here and I'm going to paste this here. And maybe let's save this. Okay, now it's look pretty cool. So I'm going to add our button here, which is this button. Okay, so before that, I need to increase this margin top. So let's do this and it's perfect now. So after this, sorry for that, I'll create our label. Okay, so label file, and inside this I'm going to add our div, and inside this div I'm going to add our p tag, sorry for that, p tag, and let's select video, 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 and save it. Let's go here. Okay, if I click this, nothing happened right now. So let's go here and give it input, not image, we need to give input, and let's add file, and our ID will be file, and let's save this. Let's go here. Okay, now if you click this, you can see here this is our videos, all of this thing. Okay, so now give it a style. Display will be none. Save this. Okay, now our input was removed. So let's go in our div and give it a style. So I'm going to add a margin top G0 and margin. Let's save this first and okay. So let's give it height, the IGST height, which is 42. After that, let's give it a border 1 pixel. Sorry for that. Let's remove this. What the hell? 1 pixel and solid, and color would be AAA. Save this. Go here. Okay. Now let's give it a width, which is 140. Let's see. Yeah, 140 would be enough. So let's give it a margin left. Margin left would be 40%. Save this. 40% is not enough, so I will give it 43%. Yeah, like okay, 43% would be enough. So let's give it background color here, and background color would be, I don't know, blue. Okay, so blue, exactly not a blue. So let's copy this color. Okay, so let's go here, transparent. Sorry for that. Let's pick this color here, and let's remove this blue and paste this color. Now let's go here. Okay, so now I'm going to add a color here. Okay, so not here but in here. Style, so your color will be white or black, maybe black, not white. PLSC black. Okay, now so everything is done. So not everything is done, so we need to shift this into upper side. So let's go here, and so maybe we need to add a margin top here. So let's add a margin top, which is 150. Okay, so not 150. Okay, now margin top minus 150 would be enough. So now everything is done in our video upload page. So that's it. That is our simple page. So our this video upload module was done. So we need to add a title or all of this thing in our videos. So for that, I will create another module. So what I'm going to do is I will just copy this module and paste it here, and let's give it a rename. Let's rename this. So video uploaded. I will add a detail here. Detail. Okay. So instead of model, I'm going to add model one, and our CSS. Let's add a CSS, and in the CSS I will do the same thing, and let's add one. Now it's worked. Let's save this. Let's save this, and let's go in our page. Okay, so in our page, where is our let's close this video upload page. Okay, so I'm going to copy this again, and let's give it a rename. So video upload page, video upload detail page, and inside this, let's go here and give it a rename again. So video detail page. Let's copy this, save this, and now let's change it. Save this, and instead of module, I'll give it a module one and module one. So let's save this. Go in our app.js, and let's copy this and paste it here again, and video upload slash detail is details. Okay, so I'm going to do a video upload detail page. So let's save this, and we got lots of problem here. So let's see, we have problem in component video upload module one. So let's go. Here we have a problem. Yeah, so I also need to add a one here. So let's save this, and let's refresh this. Okay, still we have a problem. Okay, so we have a serious problem here. So let's go in our this page, video detail page, and inside. Okay, so we have problem here. So let's give it this, and let's go in our page slash video. Okay, so we have a copy here, so let's remove this copy first. Not here, here. So, okay, now. So, okay, here is the problem. So do component slash video detail module 1. So let's save this, and we'll do video upload details. Okay, now let's go and edit this video, module 1. So instead of upload, I will just add video now. Now let's remove this, and I will add a yes3 here, and yes3 will be details details. So let's go here and try to see. Okay, so we need to also delete this, save this. Okay, so let's give it a style. Text gene align will be star, color will be white. Okay, so I'm going to add one div here. Sorry for that. I'm going to add div here, and inside this div I'm going to add our p tag, and let's add a title and our text area. So let's save this and let's go here. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and let's paste this here too. So let's paste this, and our in a text area I'm going to add our name 80. I don't know, our rows, rows will be 4. So let's save this. Okay, so let's give it a style here. Margin right 50%. Background color will be this, and our color will be white. White. So let's save this and let's go here. Okay, now but we got. Okay, so let's remove this background color again and add background yellow color, and let's save this. Okay, now it's look pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I will just copy this and paste it here for our description. Is this, let's add C2. So okay, yeah, so this is our title and this is our descriptions. So let's add again ES3, and into this ES3 I'm going to add THUM thumb nail, and let's add a p tag, and I will add random text here. Sorry for that. So let's add a random text, low ram. So let's delete some of the text from here. Save this. Okay, so copy this style from here. I come back here and I will paste this here. Okay, so maybe we need to do a margin top here. So let's add a margin top would be 0 first. Let's see. Okay, now margin top would be 0 is not enough. So maybe minus 6. Yeah, like margin top minus 6 would be enough. So after that, what we need here, let's add our level again, and I will add a file. Inside this, let's create our div. So first, let's give it a style for this div. Margin top would be 10. Width will be 250. So let's go here. So now let's give it a height here. GSG height, which is 120. So and I will add a border which is 1 pixel. Let's add a solid, and our color will be triple A color. Okay, so has triple A. So let's see here. Okay, so now uh, I'm going to add an input here. So let's add input. Type will be file, and ID would be file. Let's give it a style, and our display will be none here. So let's save this and let's go here. And if we click this, okay, so we got this. So this is our thumbnail. When we click this, we got our image, and if we click this image, we just set this image as thumbnail. So that's the logic behind that. So now after that, I will create another Yachts3, and this is our category. So let's add a p tag and give it a random text here again, lorem, and I'm going to delete this text from here. So let's delete this. So I'm going to copy this style and paste it into a to okay. So you can see here, this is the text was overflow from this div. So let's go in our model container. Okay, so let's go in our model container, and our overflow will be hidden. Save this, and overflow yux will be scroll, and let's save this. And so you can see here, this is our scroll bar. We got this scroll bar here, and if your text was overflow from this div, you can do overflow hidden, and then after that you can do overflow yux scroll. And if you do that, you get this scroll feature in this div. So that's it. So let's go and try to give it a style. Where is our model one? So let's go in our model one. We need a select and give it options. Oh, sorry for that. Option, the value, and the value would be people and VLOZ vlog. Sorry for that, vlog. So let's copy this and paste it here. So I'm going to copy this more than 3 times maybe. 1, 2, 3. So let's save this and let's go here. Okay, so this is our category. So you can choose a category when you upload your videos. Sorry for that. So let's give it a little bit style in this select. So let's give it a style, and our width will be 14%. So let's save this and let's go here. Okay, let's give it a padding. This is 4 or 5. Okay, now so everything is worked here. So now let's go in our home page. Let's close this and let's go in our video container, which is this. And now let's use our link. Okay, so link to uh, sorry for that. Let's cut this from here and paste it here. Okay, so let's go in our app.js. So let's copy this and I'm going to paste this here. So let's save this. So if I click in any videos, I will enter in a video player container. Okay, so that's it. So let's go, and what else we have? So we have this profile. So let's go in our sidebar and let's go in our profile. Okay, here is it. So now let's use link so to sorry for that. Let's go in our app.js profile. Let's copy this and Okay, so let's go here, and if I click this, we can go into our profile page. So you can do the same thing for this, other channel name too. So that should work. Now, what else we have is so when I click this video icon, we need to navigate it towards our video upload page. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go in our navbar. Okay, so this is our video. So let's use a link, React Autodome. So to let's go in our app.js, and where is our video? Let's copy this, and I will paste it here. Now let's save this and let's go here. Okay, so I got a problem here. So let's import, sorry for that, let's import our link from React Autodome. So let's save this. Okay, now if I click here, I just go into our video upload page, and I can select the videos, and in the upcoming video we will put a logic here, and when our video was when we select videos, we navigate it to our video upload detail page, and then we'll upload videos. So that's it in this video. So in upcoming video, we are going to work towards our backend side, and after completing our backend, we will connect frontend and backend and build a full-fledged YouTube clone.